I don't have kids. But I am going to be an uncle. My sister Kathy's pregnant. Yeah, and people always ask if they know the sex. I'm like, obviously they're having a baby. But like, do they know the sex of the child? I'm like, are you asking if it has girl or boy parts? Because the answer is probably yes. I took a butt nap the other day. It's just a regular nap, just with the word butt in front of it. These next jokes don't have segues. So, heard Philip Seymour Hoffman died recently. It's a sad thing. He was a great actor. First Napoleon, then George Washington, now Philip Seymour Hoffman. Who else is going to die? Everybody? Yeah, everyone's going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to show it to Andy. Everyone else is closing their eyes. You guys are closing your eyes, okay? And then you're going to write down what you think he is, okay? Don't tell him if he's close. Just keep repeating the action, okay? All right, so we're going to start. All right, Joe, you have 30 seconds.
30 seconds starting now.
All right, stop. Please stop. Please stop. All right, 10 seconds to write. What are some of the obstacles that you see in the work that you do? You're trying to make the church's presence in the digital world. That sounds like Digimon. Digital. These girls are like, that's not Digimon. That's
Get it right, Sam. I went to a session once. They said, for advertisers, your product is only as good as your packaging. You know, if you go and you see a damaged package, you're going to move that one to the side and get the one that's behind it. Okay? We have the best message there is, and I want to make sure that people want to look at it.
Or you could purposely damage the package and get a discount.
Is there a priest around? We need some compassion.
Most people aren't listening to you when you're talking to them. They're just waiting for their turn to speak. So I like to use that for my own advantage. I like to interchange words and see if people are actually listening. And you can do this too. It's a lot of fun. So I'll say like raisin instead of reason, or porpoise instead of purpose. Like, for no reason should that happen. There's no porpoise for what's going on. And most people don't ever know. My favorite one, though, I will say, you've heard people say, like, oh, where's the church? Oh, it's over here. It's kind of in this general vicinity. I choose to say general vasectomy. And it's so much fun. People, but you have to sell it. You have to say nobody can ever know that you don't know what the right word is. It's like, yeah, it's over in that general vasectomy. And most people are like, yeah, totally. But if you're questioned, you have to let them know you think that's the correct word. It's like, yeah, that general vasectomy over there. It's over in that area. By the way, that is the worst medical procedure of all time. A general vasectomy. You're supposed to be very specific.
So we're gonna make a cooking show, except, and I hope you don't mind, you're gonna be the arms of Ashley, and I'm gonna be the arms of Ryan, and we're gonna make some resurrection bun cookies.
Okay, so first you get the Pillsbury dough.
Do you know?
Just the one. Just the one. Yeah, there's yours.
Okay.
Just open it gently.
That's what the menagerie sounded like.
So then you get one or two of the biscuits.
Just give me some of that.
Yeah, one.
Thank you.
I can have one. We'll share. Here, where's that for all?
Smash it.
Juggling helps you develop the bone structure.
That's it.
Dropping it helps. I think it's good. You know, we got salted butter instead. That might be a problem.
Salted butter.
But the butter shouldn't you taste some too? Just make sure just to double.
You can use a little more salt.
Okay, you think so?
Yeah.
Get one of your marshmallows.
Steve, give me more.
There you go, Steve.
You take so long.
little over your shoulder, and then make sure to do a little over your shoulder.
A little over my shoulder? Over my shoulder, not my face. Like this?
Yeah. Now we have our ingredients together. You will wrap the dough around.
And why are we doing this?
It's to signify the tomb. It's very serious. I can't tell them until you try something. I think that's good. Okay, so then. Thank you. Okay, so then we'll put these in the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, or until the marshmallow puffs up nicely.
Like your ego.
Like your jowls. And then high five. Come on, let's make up. We are brothers. All right.
So I started volunteering at KC Casa, and I fell in love with it. It was already an issue that I really cared a lot about, but just from working with people day to day, talking to students, it really just, it started to turn me more and more towards feeling like this is something that I wanted to do full time. You know, not just give these piecemeal bits of my life to this, but to really do something with it every single day. So when a position opened up and they asked me to apply, I did, and that's kind of the history with that. So it has been extremely meaningful to me, but also very challenging to work in a job that does confront you with, you know, how broken our world is.
If they waited so long to tell, they must be lying.
So many times people get the impression that if somebody doesn't go to the police immediately after they've been a victim, or that they waited weeks, months, even years, that they must be making it up. Because I think all of us in our mind feel that if something like this were to happen to us, we would go to the police right away. We would tell somebody right away. All right. Okay, there's a couple of reasons why somebody wouldn't report to the police. One of them is fear. They might be afraid that no one will believe them, what they're saying. Sometimes the person might be this really outstanding person in the community, and they don't think that other people will believe that someone like that could commit a crime that's so heinous and so painful. Another reason is they might have been threatened by the person who did this to them, or they're afraid that they're going to get into trouble, but they would never get into trouble if they've been a victim of a crime like this, but many children especially feel that way. Another reason why is people are sometimes embarrassed. They don't want others to know that this has happened to them. They don't want their lives to change or for people to be talking about it. And the third reason we see is self-blame. And that means that someone feels that what has happened to them was somehow brought on by something that they did. I shouldn't have been dating that person. I should have been drinking that night. I shouldn't have gone out that late. I shouldn't have been walking alone. They come up with all these reasons in their head to blame themselves. And you know what? Society helps them. We hear this a lot. People doing things, saying things that make a victim feel like the crime that has happened to them is somehow their fault. But it's never the victim's fault.
God is also on the side of the victim. So, the season that we just celebrated, the season we just celebrated is about God coming to earth and experiencing victimhood. Woo! And as people of God, we have to seek out the people who have been victimized and be on their side, because we're on. We want them to know that God is with them too.